Are you serious? Are you serious? We're in the production room right now getting ready for today's live broadcast. It's going to start at 12 noon Eastern. We have breaking news, of course. I've been on this story for a while, but I haven't reported it because I wanted to know who the captain was. But there's a horrible situation has developed just in Santa Barbara, California. A scuba diving boat has had a horrific accident. A fire breaks out. 34 people are dead. Now, we know 25 bodies have been recovered. 9 still haven't been recovered, but the scuba divers are deep, 62 feet of water. They're down there trying to find the bodies now. And I kept saying, all right, 39 people on board, 34 dead, 5 survived. Who were they? All crew members, including the captain. Now, 1 crew member did die among the passengers, but 5 out of 6 crew members survived. No passengers survived. And the captain did not go down with the ship. And the question is, what happened? Okay, well, I've been researching who was the captain just to try to get some understanding of what took place here. Well, we found out the captain's name is Jerry Boylan. Jerry Boylan is the captain of the Santa Barbara, California 75-foot boat named the Conception that caught fire in the middle of the night, just a little bit off the coast there of the island. 34 people trapped below the deck with no way to escape as the boat is on fire. While it's not confirmed that the ship's operator was at the helm, according to the dive boat website, he is the commander of the dive vessel called the Conception. And according to a list of California dive boat captains, Boyan is named as the skipper of the Conception. And he was on the boat. So he's the captain. All right. Look, folks, this trip would cost you $665 for a Labor Day weekend dive trip to the Channel Islands off the coast of California near Santa Barbara. The captain of the ship jumped off the boat and he was rescued. It can be heard on a U.S. Coast Guard radio communication with the captain. The 34 others unaccounted for, presumed dead, 25 of which their bodies have been found. The other 9 still missing, but they're looking for their bodies. The boat was on a 3-day trip to the Channel Islands off the California coast with these 33 passengers and 6 crew members. 1 crew member perished with the 33, and it happened at, this is strange, 3 a.m. in the morning, which is, of course, a dark time normally, known as the witch's hour. It's just not always, a lot of times, bad things at 3 a.m. Well, this boat catches on fire, of all times, 3 a.m. How? Based in Santa Barbara, the boat is owned by Glenn Fitzler of Truth Equities. Many have taken to social media recalling their trips aboard this dive boat and have offered their condolences and expressed their shock and sadness. It is horrible what's happened, and our prayers are going out right now to the families of the victims who die in a horrific scene, being trapped in a boat on fire underwater. And there's no other way around this. The Conception was a dive boat. A lot of people had tradition. They loved the boat. So the questions you got to ask is, the Coast Guard asked the captain who escaped if it could get back. It was, of the 5 of you that jumped off the boat, could any of you get back on board and unlock the hatch so that the 34 people below could escape? The vessel was reported as being on fire. The group of crew members had been rescued, 1 with minor injuries. Efforts continue to evacuate the remaining passengers, but there's no way to do it. That was a Twitter by the U.S. Coast Guard of Los Angeles. The Coast Guard then launched multiple rescue assets, along with assets from local agencies, to assist more than 30 people in the distress of the 75-foot boat near Santa Cruz Island. And more details are still not available yet, but at 3:14 a.m., the Coast Guard sector Los Angeles could be heard on a Ventura County Marine 16 scanner channel reporting a mayday call for a vessel in distress. Through static, the U.S. Coast Guard dispatcher can be heard in a controlled but desperate voice speaking to the captain, who says the vessel is on fire. The captain says he has 33 passengers on board. The dispatcher then confirms that there are 34 in total, including one crew member who are trapped below the deck. And urgently asked the captain, can you go if he is on the boat? The Coast Guard asked the captain if he can get back on the boat and unlock the hatch so the people can escape. They cannot get off, he said. Are they locked inside the boat? Can you get back on the boat and unlock the doors so they can get off the boat? Was that all the crew that jumped off? 5? And is this the captain? He responds back, Roger. There's no escape hatch. The dispatcher asked. There is none? He asked if the captain has firefighting equipment, but apparently he did not. At a briefing, while at the Ventura County Fire said it was now a recovery of operation. Of course, they have found 25 bodies and 9 still missing. The captain is doing a mayday, the boat's on fire, but didn't unlock the hatch, but took the time to get off the boat. But I mean, the captain of the Conception dive boat is heard early portion to dispatch. His name is Jerry Boylan. Why did Jerry Boylan not unlock the hatch? Why didn't any of the crew members unlock the hatch? The captain and 4 other crew members jumped off the boat and were rescued by a vessel named Grape Escape. Responded to boat fire of the north side of Santa Cruz Island at 3:28 a.m. They were rescued by the Grape Escape. Another boat just happened to be in the area. So this is now there was another person her name is her last name is Rochester. She was one of the 5 crew members that were awakened and jumped off the boat. She said she did not know if there was an explosion. She didn't hear an explosion. And she said that the Mayday report was for the fire. But why was there a fire? The Ventura County Fire Department said it responded to the boat fire off the north side of the Santa Cruz Island. And it's reported the 5 crew were rescued. But the Associated Press says the crew were asleep on the top of the deck. They were rescued, but all 34 below, including one crew member, perished. But the question is, why didn't they unlock the hatch? Why didn't they unlock the hatch? And then so the captain is asked by the dispatcher, did you unlock the hatch? Can you go back and unlock the hatch? He doesn't respond to that question. He just says that there's no escape for them. So guys, Jerry Boylan has got to be, as the captain of the ship, he's got to be asked the questions, the hard questions. The Conception dive boat can carry up to 46 passengers. It does hold 1,600 gallons plus scuba diving equipment, which includes oxygen tanks. You're taking a bunch of people scuba diving, right? You got a lot of oxygen tanks. So, what happened? What happened? And you got to start asking, was this an accident? You got to ask, was this deliberate? I don't like the time of morning, 3 a.m. I don't know the answers, okay? But somebody's got to ask the tough questions here. Jerry Boylan, the captain, this time did not go down with the ship, but all of his passengers did. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. Pray for the families of all these victims.